Others may ask, can you make money on a duck farm? Your new venture can be quite profitable as long as the proper planning and animal husbandry tactics are used from the beginning stages of the process. Just like chickens, you can raise ducks for either meat or eggs or both.
And this water, we wanted to actually fortify it. So we figured we'd actually bring the ducks and the geese here. And of course, you know what happens, they're definitely gonna muck this up. However, it's definitely gonna serve a purpose because we'll be able to then pump this water into our garden.
Rise and shine, Valley Farm family. Welcome back to another episode of The Farm. If you're new here, you are most welcome. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also turn your notification bells not to miss out on any episodes of The Farm. And of course, to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys so much. Well, we are back at the farm. It's quite a gloomy day. The rainy seasons are right here. And of course, this is the perfect weather for all the farmers in the world, because whenever it is raining, this is the time that we are planting. This is the time that we prepare our gardens, you know, all that. So you can see today we are in this other section right here. I wanted to give you guys some more updates about the ducks, about what we are really planning about these ducks. You know, we've been really ignoring this project for quite some time, but we want to make it a little bit serious and also make it really functionable at the farm. So I was just giving them some feeds early in the morning. They already had their feeds. They had the water already put for them to drink. And of course, this was just a temporal kind of structures that we had for them, but this is not their permanent house. I'll definitely take you guys to the housing that we have prepared for them, because we want them to multiply even better, because this situation was just temporal. It wasn't really the perfect place for them to be in. But you know, this is what it is. We tested, we tried, and we realized that the ducks can actually grow up at this location here. Remember, whenever you're starting anything, you need to make sure that whatever you're going to do, full-time or in full numbers or in many numbers, should be tested first. So we tested, and these ducks love this place so much. And the beauty about ducks is, as long as you have a place that is near a water source or near water, they can really grow faster. So we have a place for them that I'll definitely share with you guys later on, so that you can see how the housing is coming along and how the structure is also coming along and how we prepare their place. So definitely keep our eye on it so that we can be able to check it out together, and you can also learn something in case you're thinking about duck farming, if in case you're thinking about, you know, the geese, the guinea fowls, then also the pecking ducks. This is the right video for you to learn from. But for now, we have different activities which shall definitely be going along with you guys, so that you can check out and, you know, what is going on at the farm at the moment, because there's quite a lot of things that we are doing currently. But I wanted to share with you guys a few updates here and there, so that you can, you know, be with us on this journey together. Guys, something that I really needed to also highlight for you was about the water. Of course, when this place here was just a temporal kind of structure for them, we had also constructed for them a pond. And this was the pond that we had, but realized it was quite smaller. And, you know, of course, they used to love it. They used to swim in it so much, but we realized it was quite smaller. And of course, with the numbers multiplying, with the birds growing in numbers, we realized we needed something bigger and something better for them. So this was temporal as well. We, of course, planning a better place for them so that they can be able to have enough swimming, because ducks love to swim. Their native means that they really love to swim. Then also we had temporary structures really that are, you know, by the water here, as you can see. It's just temporal. But when you're starting, start with what you have. So you don't have to really rob a bank so that you can start up something, to start up a project, especially in the beginnings. Because whenever you're investing into something like a farm, whenever you start small, it is really advisable for you to start so that you can learn, gain experience, then you can definitely expand. and also put more investment into what you're doing. So these were all temporal structures. The water source here that we had was also temporal, but realized we can do better. And they really love the water so much. So there are other points that we also have whereby they also love to swim in around the farm, because at least the beauty about Value Farm, we have different water sources around. So it was really very conducive for all these ducks to really thrive. But that is it for this. So guys, let's go. These ducks right here and the chickens. By the way, this is all free range. So all these ducks are here on free range. They're really eating organic around the compound. They're guarding our birds, they're guarding the chickens. About the geese are like our security at the farm. These birds right here really make sure that all the birds are secure. They make sure that there are no predators that come to really attack the birds, the chickens that we have, because everything is on free range right here. The turkeys, the guinea fowls, the Peking ducks, then the local chickens that we have here. So it is quite amazing that at least we have such animals here for our security purposes. But I will definitely take you guys to the other place that we have most, like something that really is well designed for them. It's going to be very comfortable for them. I can't wait to share with you guys the updates on that. So guys, let's go and see what is happening on this other side. Then later on we shall definitely go to the other side and I show you the whole progress of what is happening and how we are making everything better for this part. So guys, let's go. So guys, we are right here. Wow. This is really amazing. So most of you might be wondering what this is. This is a cattle dip. Yes, this is a cattle dip. And you might be wondering, what is it for exactly? This is quite different. So this is a cattle dip that is going to help us eradicate ticks, mice, external parasites from our cows. So this can work for cows, this can work for goats, but most especially this one is designed for the cows. Most of you might be wondering, so what have you been doing before? So we have been spraying. We have a knapsack that we always use to spray our cows and goats, sheep, of course, all together. We do it twice a week, but we wanted to get something that is more effective. That's why we are deciding on this water dip here. As you can see, it's going to be more efficient. It's going to be very effective. Of course, if you're a beginner farmer, you can start with what you can afford, what is available. But right now, we had to really invest so much into this water dip here, this cattle dip right here, so that the cows can get rid of the ticks, because remember, these cows go out in the field. They also go to the fields to graze, because cows are on free range, by the way, guys. So they go out in the fields to graze and come back. There are always chances of them coming back with the ticks, coming back with the external parasites. I know most of you might be wondering, how much did it really cost you guys to construct something like this? This was really done in 2 phases, and what I always advise every farmer who wants to know the cost of building structures on your farm, things are quite different depending on your location, depending where you are. So what we spent right here may not be the same amount of money that you're going to spend wherever you are, because the price of cement here, the price of the bricks that we use here, the price of the stones that we use there. Then we bought the bricks. The bricks, we had to invest in the clay bricks because of the water. Remember, this is going to be filled with the water. Then of course the cement. Yeah, that is basically it, and of course labor. So that is what we really invested in this, but it took a lot of cement, by the way, because to make this farm, and we expect this to really last for long, we had to make sure that it's really done up to standard. The width is about 3 feet, then the depth is about 30 feet. So the cows are going to really dip inside, disappear, then come out from this section right here. I'm definitely going to show you guys where they're going to come from. Then they dip inside, then they come upstairs and they get out. So you might be wondering what we are going to be putting inside right here to kill the ticks. So we are going to fill here with some water. The water is going to be filled, then we shall definitely put in the tick side. That is going to kill the ticks and external parasites from our cows, and this is going to be very effective. And of course, let me tell you guys, this is not yet done. As you can see, this is just a progress of what is actually happening, because we need to also roof it so that it is not exposed. The liquid right here is not exposed out there, so we are going to roof it so that it's covered. Then we are also going to fence here the boundary so that other animals cannot have access here, because this is not really very good for them in case maybe they drink. Maybe if our chickens, our chickens on free range, they might come here and start drinking the water, yet there is tick side right here, which is not good for them. So we are going to fence off, then we are also going to roof so that at least the liquid is not really exposed. So that's basically it for this. In case of any questions, please leave your comments down below so that we can also hear from you, so that maybe in the next update we shall definitely update you guys and also share with you guys anything that you wanted to know about this cattle dip. But it's advisable, if you're a goat farmer, if you're a cattle farmer, to always invest on the dip, as you can see. And by the way, I should also appreciate the person our engineer who really did this. He really took his time. He was so particular with all the materials that he was getting to construct this, because he told us, do you know what, I want to give you guys something that is really standard, something that is going to last, not something that you're just going to use for a few years and you start repairing and you start putting in more money. So getting someone who is really trustworthy, someone who is really genuine and knows the value of quality is really very, very good. So we really appreciate him so much, because he made sure that all the finishing is done to perfection. He had to put in the nail as well, so that it is really perfect for the cows. When the cows dip inside there, their staircases, as you can see, they go out, then we shall be able to have a different space that they will be going out to. So guys, this is what it is, but we shall definitely bring for you guys a different update so that you can see how everything is and the final look. And most probably when the solution is already in here and we are dipping the animals, the cows that we have at the farm. So this is one of the updates that I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you learned from it. Hope you liked it. I'm really, really super happy about it, guys. So let's go to a different section so that I can definitely show you guys everything that we have for today as an update, and you can be able to be on this journey with us. And by the way, guys, we're still going to the duck house. I've not forgotten about that. We are still going to go that side so that I can share with you guys how we are preparing the duck paradise, that other section. So I wanted also to share with you guys something here. Let's go to the water source and we see. So guys, we are right here. More construction is going on. This is a different water source. Guys, we are trying our best to make sure that we have different points for water for our animals at the farm. So this is the other side of the farm that we are digging another borehole. Remember the water source that we used to use before, the first main water source that we used to use, which is the dam, is going to be used for the ducks. So we have dug this borehole right here, and this is going to supply for the pigs. It's going to supply also for the people staying this other section of the farm. So this is a borehole being done. Today, the person responsible has not really come to work. This is their day off. So, but work is in progress, and we are in the final stages of this borehole right here, because we need to connect it properly so that we can supply to our animals. By the time the other section is fully secured for the ducks, we have a water source here that is going to supply the animals that are in this other section of the farm. So this is another borehole. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to show you the whole process right now because it's just work in progress. When everything is finally done, I'll bring you guys along with us so that I can show you what we are going to use. We are going to use a solar pump as well on this other section, because that is less costly in the long run, because with the solar, you can be able to use the sun. It has been really very costly, because in the other water source that we've been using at the farm, we've been using a fuel pump to pump the water from the other side, and it's very, very expensive to buy fuel, especially with the high prices of fuel right now. It is really very difficult. If you're a farmer and you want to really cut costs, it's not really advisable. But if that is what you have, go for it. But we are really trying to find ways how we can be able to, make things work at the farm as well, and not also spend so much money, because you learn in the long run. When you get into this business of farming, you learn how to save, you learn how the best ways to go about things. So this is one of the boreholes. We have another borehole that we are going to be digging again around the farm, so that we can definitely have enough source of water for the animals and constant supply of clean water. Yes, that's what is going to happen here, but I'll definitely share with you guys the progress when everything is done, or next time when we come here and there's something new, I'll definitely share with you guys any updates that is really coming up. So guys, let's go to the different section and we see what is happening. Come. Yeah, guys, we are right here. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm really super excited, guys, to share with you guys the progress of how the duck project is coming along. Yeah, as you can see, the building is already up. Yes, the building is already up. That is the duck structure that we've really planned for these ducks, because we really wanted the ducks to be near the water. Our water source is right here. The housing is right there. Then we are going to also have this other surrounding for all of them to stay in, so that they can have even a bigger space. I think I posted some clip on TikTok. For those who are not following us on TikTok, it's Value Farm. Value Farm, can follow us so that you don't miss out those, those behind the scenes. Sometimes we post that you don't even find on YouTube. But I posted about this, the progress, when we were just starting, and someone was really asking, isn't that the water source you guys used in the beginning, the dam you guys dug in the beginning? Yes, this is the water source that we dug in the beginning. It is our water dam that we've been using for our animals, but we are converting it because, this is really very favorable for the ducks. And now that we have different water sources, the boreholes dug all over the farm, we have enough water source for all the animals of the farm. So we have now this other one here, which is really very suitable for the ducks. And of course, the environment, there's, enough room for them to really be in, and so that they can be able to multiply even further. For the ducks, what you have to know is ducks love places near water. So if you're a farmer out there and you're in a place whereby maybe it's kind of with a lot of water, and you're really wondering, what can I really do with this land? How can I utilize it apart from fish farming? You can definitely do duck farming, and they love such areas. And of course, with all the terrain you can see right here, it's going to be very favorable. We are going to multiply in the numbers, and it's just amazing. And one exciting thing that I want to really share with you guys, I want to take you guys inside right there so that you can see how the structure looks like, and of course what materials that we used inside there. Then we are also going to meet my co-director that side, also inspecting and also checking out other things, and feeling happy. So guys, let's go down that side so that we can see what exactly has been really done. Good afternoon. Guys, finally I'm here with my co-director. I'm really super excited. You guys have seen what I've been showing you, the updates, and of course I promise you guys we are going to come to this other side of the farm so that you can see what is actually happening. Grafton, you're most welcome. Please say something to our viewers.
Well, hello everybody. My name is co-director Grafton. Just happy to be here. Earlier coming to the farm, it was very rainy, very gloomy. But we often say God loves Value Farm. What can I say? We're here at the new section here. This is not really new, but there's a new addition behind us.
Yeah.
And in videos prior, I would say like 5, 6, 7 months, if not a bit further, we always talk about how, as a team, we always like to first put our toes in the water and then decide to make a full commitment. So ultimately, we started out with the peckings. In fact, the first ducks we brought on premises were the Muscovy ducks.
Yeah.
Those ducks are very tough.
So hardy.
And they really have adapted so well to this place. Same thing with the pecking ducks. The peckings are not meant to be that tough, but they have proven themselves to be worthy
That is
of
true.
this landscape. So now we're here, and yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing this update with you guys. So that's behind us is,
The duck house.
yeah, officially it's ready. There's still a few minor touches that needs to be done, but the reason we actually decided to actually move them onto this side, they have wreaked havoc on our lab and all the other crops we plant on the other side. But in reality, they've been growing in numbers, and ducks are meant to be on water. They're waterfowl. So, you know, many of you have seen this dam before. What we've done here since the last time Watermeyer was here, we've actually decided to actually drill 2 additional boreholes. So the boreholes is what's supplying both the humans on the farm, as well as the animals are now getting an even cleaner water source. And this water, we wanted to actually fortify it. So we figured we'd actually bring the ducks and the geese here. And of course, you know what happens. They're definitely going to muck this up. However, it's definitely going to serve a purpose, because we'll be able to then pump this water into our garden. So it's definitely going to be already enriched by the organic matters. And of course, it's going to definitely help us when we start to plant tomatoes and other crops, because we do have an irrigation system. So instead of going for drinking, this is going to be used for both the ducks and the geese and for irrigational purposes. So nothing gets wasted.
That is so true. Like, I'm really super excited with how everything has come together, because in the beginning we thought it was going to be very difficult for this structure, first of all, to be right here. But with the right personnel that we have, the right engineer that we have on ground, he has really proved us that, you know.
I have one regret. I wish this was my house at the farm, because the view is really spectacular.
Yes.
The breeze that you get here, the scenery is so tranquil. So, you know, I'm definitely jealous of these ducks that's going to be enjoying this facility. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And of course, more modifications are being done as well, because we are still doing the fencing, because we want them to have their own territory whereby they will not be able to go beyond their boundaries. So we are going to fence off the around the water source and the house, the perimeters, so they can stay in here. And you know, with ducks, sometimes we already have the laying boxes for them right there, but sometimes they may decide to lay in the bushes. So at least there's some forage around here. We are going to keep it, but we shall definitely be monitoring how they are going to lay. And this is going to even be better, because with the ducks, with what we've seen previously that side, the ducks love to lay in hidden places. So this is going to be really a good, perfect place for them.
So my brothers out there in Kenya, we've actually been having a tough time finding Cocky Campbell's, Indian runner ducks here. We definitely want to add to the numbers that we don't have any of those ducks. We would love to either get the fertilized eggs or the ducklings here into UG. So if you're in Kenya or near us, if you can actually ship to Uganda, we would love to get some fertilized eggs from you. Our incubator is ready. They're actually going to have it delivered this upcoming week. And so if you have those breeds, right, or if you have swans you want to share, or perhaps donate a pair here to beautify VF, please get in touch with us through our social media. You know, Tina will definitely detail those later. But, you know, there was one particular gentleman here in UG that has Cocky Campbells and Indian runners and some of the other, you know, really good duck breeds around, but he's not willing to share. So we actually have to go out of the country. But if you can actually assist us by either selling us those fertile eggs, we would be greatly appreciative of that effort. And you contact us and we'll definitely make the arrangements. Okay, guys?
Yeah, that is amazing. Do you want to show them the house inside?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So guys, let's go inside so that we can be able to show you what is in here.
But before we go inside, I actually wanted you to get the bureau to show the ramps.
Oh, by the way, this is also something different.
The way we scaled this is so that, you know, when the ducklings, contrary to popular belief, you know, even the ducklings, they too need to learn how to swim. They're born knowing how to swim, but they also have to actually get used to getting in the water and out of the water. So we actually graded this down so that they have a gradual path to get in the water, and also a very, very safe way to get out of the water and into the house. So
yeah, and this is for the path for us to not to fall into the water. So guys, we are right here. the entrance inside. Oh my God, this is really amazing. Come. Guys, the breeze inside here is just so cool. Just so good. I love it. And even the aeration, guys, we did it on purpose. You might be wondering, why did we have to put the wall the way it is, then this other side open? Aeration is just good for these ducks, for these birds right here. And of course, the whole view, if you come in here for study purposes, in case, you know, you feel also nice about it. I'm really very happy about this structure. Like Grafton said, I wish it was something that you can even put to your bed and sleep. It is really very favorable. You never know, even with time, we can put some huts for people to come and sit, enjoy the ducks in the future, when you guys come here, when everything is set properly. But I'm really happy about this structure here.
Yeah, the cool thing about this place, we actually thought long and hard about picking this location because we were not quite sure exactly where we wanted to put this. But after we brought the engineer, he actually recommended this location here. And from where we're standing right now, the mountain views in the back.
The views.
The scenery, how green it is, how pretty the place is actually. But what's even more fascinating, the pond actually is already filled with fish. By the way, there's some fish in the pond. Which is not something I ever thought would actually happen because we never put a single fish in this pond. And somehow we ended up with a whole host of tilapia, also catfish. We've never fed them. No. We've never done anything to them. There's just one day we came and we noticed the bubbles being popped up, them coming up for air. And so the ducks are going to enjoy. Oh my God. Right? That is free food for them. Free food for them. But the cool thing about it, they're going to be fed even more because when we're feeding the ducks, some of the food particles are going to end up in the water. In the water, yeah. So it's definitely going to enhance the overall quality of life. And of course, the ducks are going to be greatly happy. You know, I would say more productive because ducks need water to produce at their maximum capacity. Yeah. And so we're going to have that here. So I'm excited. I'm super excited, guys. This is just the beginning when everything is, when the ducks, I think next time, the next update will be when the ducks, when they're ready here. And what's really cool, what I'm really happy about, another reason I'm glad we're actually making this separation. Yeah. We have some crazy local chickens here that whenever the ducks would lay, the turkeys would go break their eggs. Sometimes the local chickens would actually go break their eggs, and for whatever the reason, but at least now these ducks are gonna have peace and quiet. Peace of mind. The boxes are big enough for both the geese and some of the ducks, right, to be in here. And we're gonna be hatching a lot of these ducks ourselves in the incubator. Yeah. So because peckings they're not good at going broody. They never truly see the job till the end. So whenever they lay, we're gonna take the fertilized eggs, bring them back to our incubator, hatch, then we bring them back when they're actually old enough and introduce them back to the flock. Yeah. And for the Ugandans who think ducks are not, it's not good meat. In fact, there's a time I was speaking to one friend of mine and I was telling her, you know what, you know, we are trying to construct a duck house and we are bringing, she was like, which people eat ducks? Why are you going to sell ducks in this country? I was like, really? That's when I realized, okay, there are still people out there who really think duck farming is not profitable. Like, it's just, there are no people who are really rearing ducks, but duck meat is very, very nutritious. Most people are looking for duck meat and they can't find it. In hotels, restaurants, people are looking for the duck meat, but they can't find it. So if you're out there and you're really thinking, okay, what should I do? Should I only do the poultry, the birds, and the ducks are not really something that I should really consider? This is the time for you to really think about it. Think twice, do your research so that you can know exactly what is so good about the ducks. First of all, with the eggs for baking. Grafton always tells me about duck eggs for baking. Yeah, for many of you that are in the diaspora, particularly those of you that are in the Netherlands, France, Germany, especially in France, you guys know the value of actually duck eggs because when I was in France, that's what we used. Many households, you know, kept ducks because they just wanted the eggs, right? And so in this country, you know, things will always have to sometimes be introduced to the population at a different pace. And it's like anything else, right? it was the same thing in Kenya some years ago.
Yeah.
There wasn't really much of a market for ducks, nor was there a market for turkeys. But as the populace actually tried duck meat and they've tried turkey meat, they realized how great the meat was. And of course, the eggs are equally as good and far more nutritious than actually poultry, standard chicken eggs. Then now they can't get enough of it. So we hope to actually both bring this to the masses, of course, for our own purpose. We definitely want to multiply the numbers here. And of course, we definitely hope in time that you guys will give this a try. And of course, I know when you taste duck meat done properly, you're gonna have a hard time going back.
Going back. Okay.
Even this one here was a non-believer. She did not believe, because I used to always ask our poultry manager, hey, let me take some duck eggs home. Let me take ducks home, like duck eggs, chicken eggs. So then one time he gave me nothing but duck eggs. And we had a very long road trip ahead of us, right? And I ended up making the duck eggs. And of course, it was in the car. And of course, Tina got hungry as usual on road trips. And then she asked for some of the eggs that I was eating. She devoured it. And me being a good co-director, I didn't say anything. And I asked her, so did you like those eggs? Well, what was your response?
That's so nice. So delicious.
And Maya was sitting there laughing so hard. My friend behind the camera knew I had those eggs because I told her, I cooked the duck eggs when I got in the car. And Tina was there devouring the eggs. And I was like, wow, I should have eaten more before I gave it to her. But she finished it. And after the big reveal, we had duck eggs. And from that time, what are your views on duck eggs?
They're really nice. That is the truth. They're really, really very tasty. That's what I should really say. But anyways, guys, we appreciate you guys about, being part of this family and also watching the videos and also, sharing whatever we have at the farm. We are here to always, inspire other people and also show them that some things are possible. You might be there thinking, what should I invest in? What should I do? Yet there are different opportunities, different types of farming that you can definitely do wherever you are. So that's why Value Farm, as a mixed farm, has really been a very happy place for most farmers. When they come here, we talk about goats, we talk about sheep, we talk about birds, and of course now us making our duck farming to be something that is going to be bigger, something that is going to, we shall bring more educational videos, our experiences with these ducks as well in their new area, new housing and all that. You guys will be definitely seeing the progress of whatever is happening here. But we really appreciate you guys so much. If you've watched this video up to this point, please just give this video a like and also leave a comment down below if you finished the video. But if you've not checked out our social media platforms, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please go to Instagram, that is Value Farm UG, Facebook Value Farm, TikTok is also Value Farm. We post behind the scenes, some things that you don't see on YouTube. But we appreciate you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.